represents how malleable they all are. So the last passage I was going to read was, this is the first time he has a recurring dream of his, and it's the only time his father, who died when he was young, appears as a character. But his father is certainly a pivotal character who appears in these dreams that Mark continually has. Tim was a landscaper, caretaker, winterizer of summer cottages, and a handyman, and he died on the job. He was in the basement of someone else's summer home, fighting through cobwebs and checking fuses in the sump pump, when he had an explosion in his brain, an aneurysm. I guess us Genovich boys don't have a lot of luck in the brain department. 3 days passed and no one found him. He didn't keep an appointment book or anything like that, and he left his car at our house and rode his bike to work that morning. So Ellen had no idea where he was. He was an official missing person. Got his name in the paper, and for a few days everyone knew who Tim Genovich was. The owners of the cottage found him when they came down to the Cape for Memorial Day weekend. The basement bulkhead was open. Tim was lying face down on the dirt floor. He had a fuse in his hand. I was 5 years old, and while I'm told I was at the funeral and wake, I don't remember it. I don't remember much of Tim. Memories of him have faded to the edges where recollection and wish fulfillment blur, or they have been replaced, co-opted by images from pictures. I hate pictures. Too much time has passed since my own brain-related accidents. Too many sleeps between. Every time I sleep, doesn't matter how long I'm out, puts more unconscious space between myself and the events I experienced. Because every time I wake up, it's a new day. Those fraudulent extra days, weeks, years add up. So while my everyday time shrinks, it also gets longer. I'm Billy Pilgrim and Rip Van Winkle at the same time. Tim died 100 years ago. That said, I do have a recurring dream of my father. He's in our backyard in Osterville. He puts tools back in the shed, then emerges with a hand trowel. Tim was shorter than Ellen, a little bent, and he loved flannel. At least that's what he looks like in my dreams. Tim won't let me go in the shed. I'm too young. There are too many tools, too many ways to hurt myself. I need to be protected. He gives me a brown paper bag, grocery-sized, and a pat on the head. He encourages me to sing songs while we walk around the yard picking up dog shit. We don't have a dog, but all the neighborhood dogs congregate here. Tim guesses a dog's name every time he picks up some shit. The biggest poops apparently come from a dog named Cleo. The song I always sing, in my dreams and my memories, is Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Tim then sings it back to me with different lyrics, mixing in his dog names and poop and words that rhyme with poop. He doesn't say shit around the 5-year-old me, at least not on purpose. The dream me, the memory me, that kid is the same, even if he never really existed. And that kid laughs at the silly improvised song, but then sings ball game correctly, restoring balance and harmony to the universe. Our 2-bedroom bungalow is on a hill, and the front yard is a noticeable slant, so we have to stand lopsided to keep from falling. We clean the yard, then we walk behind the shed to the cyclone-fenced area of weeds, tall grass, and cricket bushes that gives way to a grove of trees between our property and the next summer home about half a block away. Tim takes the paper bag from me. It's heavy with shit, and he dumps it out same spot every time. He says, bombs away, or natural fertilizer, or something else that's supposed to make the 5-year-old laugh. Then we walk to the shed. Tim opens the doors. Inside are all the shiny and sharp tools, machines, teeth everywhere, and I want to touch it all. I want to feel the bite. He hangs up the trowel and folds the paper bag. We'll reuse both again, next weekend and in the next dream. Tim stands in the doorway and says, so kid, what do you think? Sometimes I ask for a lemonade, or ice cream, or soda. Sometimes, if I'm aware I'm in the dream again, I ask him questions. He always answers, and I remember the brief conversation after waking up. But that memory lasts only for a little while, an ice cube melting in a drink. Then it's utterly forgotten, crushed under the weight of all those little sleeps to come. Thank you.